Okay, today we're doing graphs of quadratic functions, right? Remember, a quadratic graph has an x squared term, okay? So there's going to be an x squared term, an x term, and a number, right? But the only thing so it'll be like something x squared plus something x plus a number on its own, right? So if the number in front of x squared is positive, for example, 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. There's a plus 2 in front there. If it's positive, you're going to end up with a smiley face. Remember, if you're positive, you're happy, so you're smiling. Okay? And if it was a negative x squared, and I'm just going to make up one here, minus 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. So it doesn't matter about the other signs, it's just the sign of the number in front of the x squared, and if that's negative, if things are negative, you're down the dumps and you have the set face. Okay? So like the lines, we can do these on the out by hand or on the calculator. So I'm going to do them out by hand and then I'm going to do them in the calculator. Okay? So you have to get here, we have to get graph this in the domain. Minus 2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 5. So you have to get all the numbers between minus 2 and 5. So f of minus 2, f of minus 1, f of 0, f of 1, f of 2, f of 3, f of 4, and f of 5. Okay? So everywhere you see an x, put in a minus 2. So it's minus 2 squared, and make sure you put in the brackets, particularly with the minuses, because if you don't, you'll get the wrong answer. Minus 3 times minus 2 minus 4. So into the calculator with that and press equals, and you'll get 4 plus 6 is 10, you'll get 6. So you put in a minus 2 and you got out a 6. Right, next one, it's minus 1 to be squared minus 3 times minus 1 minus 4, right, and into the calculator with that, and that would be 0. So you put in a minus 1 and you got out a 0. The next one, f of 0, so everywhere you see an x, put in a 0, that's a 0 there. So 0 to be squared minus 3 times 0 minus 4, so that will give me minus 4. So that would be 0 minus 4. Okay, next one is 1 to be squared minus 3 times 1 minus 4, right, into the calculator with that, and that would be minus 6. So you put in a 1 and you got out a minus 6. Next one is 2, so it's 2 to be squared minus 3 times 2 minus 4, and that will give me minus 10 to minus 6 again. So that would be 2 minus 6. Okay, so the next one is 3 to be squared minus 3 times 3 minus 4, and into the calculator with that, that would be minus 4. So you put in a 3 and got out a minus 4. Right, and next one is 4 to be squared minus 3 times 4 minus 4, and when you put that in, that would be 0. So that would be 4 and 0. And the last point, 5 squared minus 3 times 5 minus 4, and that would be 6. So you put in a 5 and got out a 6. Okay, so if you were to do that on the calculator, okay, so I'll just blow this up a small bit. Okay, so what we do is the same as before. Okay, I'll just get that out of that mode. So you press mode, you press 3 for table, and then you get f of x equals. So then you write, where's my function, x squared minus 3x minus 4. So to get your x, it's over the closed bracket. So it's alpha and the closed bracket gets you the x, right? Then you have press the squared button, and then we have minus 3x. So minus 3, so you need to put in x again. So that's alpha and the closed bracket. And then there's a minus 4. Okay, equals. Then your next screen will ask you for a start. So the start is minus 2. So minus 2, enter. The end is 5, enter, equals, and step 1, it's always step 1, equals, and then all your points will come up there. Okay, so you can just jot them down. So you don't need to fill it in manually, you can just use a calculator. Okay, so then off we go then, and we draw our graph. Okay, so the first point there is minus 2, minus 6. So across to minus 2, down to minus 6. What I should have said there, girls, or sorry, it's minus 2 plus 6. What I should have said before I started is I'm expecting a U-shaped smiley face. I'm expecting a smiley face because the number in front of it, x squared, is positive, as in there's no number. So there's a 1 understood to be there, so it's a plus 1. So I'm expecting a smiley face. So if I don't get a smiley face, I know I've gone wrong. So the next point is minus 1, 0. The next point is 0, minus 4. Then I have 1, minus 6. Then I have 2, minus 4. Then I have, sorry, where am I? Sorry, I have 2, minus 6. 3, minus 4. 4, 0. And 5, 6. Now, so I have to make a smiley face. So when you're drawing a curve, right, you always draw it freehand. So you always use a ruler for a line, but for curves you always draw them freehand. And here, so you want to end up with this, right? See the way there's 2 points here at the bottom? Don't do this, right? So kind of curve it down, okay? So curve it down. So here we go. Okay, right? It's a bit wobbly, but it's grand. Okay, right? Better wobbly than with a ruler. Okay, so you're not supposed to draw your curves freehand. Okay, or sorry, with a ruler you're supposed to draw them freehand. Right? I'm going to do the next one. Right? So graph this one in the domain minus 2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 4. So again, girls, you look at the number in front of x squared. Now x squared isn't the first term; it's over here, and there's a minus in front of it. So that means before I start, I know I'm going to end up with a sad face. Okay? So you do f of minus 2, f of minus 1, f of 0, f of 1, f of 2, f of 3, and f of 4. So everywhere you see next, put in a minus 2. So it's 3 plus 2 times minus 2 minus 2 to be squared. Okay, and as I say, guys, make sure you put in the brackets around the x's. Okay, because if you don't, the signs will be wrong. So that would be 3 minus 4 is minus 1, and then minus 4, so I think that's minus 5. So you put in a minus 2, and you got out a minus 5. Okay, next one is 3 plus 2 times minus 5, or sorry, minus 1, minus 1 to be squared, so that would be 0. So you put in a minus 1, you got out a 0. Next one is put in a 0, that's a 0. So it's 3 plus 2 times 0 minus 0 to be squared, right, into the calculator, that, and you get a 3. So you put in a 0 and you got out a 3. Next one is 3 plus 2 times 1 minus 1 to be squared. Okay, so that would be 4. So you put in a 1 and got out a 4. Next one, 3 plus 2 times 2 minus 2 to be squared is 3 and 4 is 7, minus 4 is 3. So you put in a 2 and you got out a 3. Next one is 3 plus 2 times 3 minus 3 to be squared. Right, and when you do that, you'll get, that's 0. So you put in a 3 and you got out a 0. Okay, and the last one is 3 plus 2 times 4 minus 4 to be squared. So that's minus 8 is minus 5. and that means you put in a 4 and you got out a -5, right? As I say, you don't have to do them out manually, you can do them with the calculator, okay? So I just, calculator, okay, cancel it off. Mode 3, okay? F of x equals, so then you put in your function. So it's 3 plus 2, alpha in the closed bracket gets you the x, then you have a minus alpha in the closed bracket gets you the x, and then you just press the x squared term, right, to get the little square up in it. So then you press equals, so you want to start at -2, so start is -2, enter, end is 4, enter, it's always step 1, sorry, I'm after making a mistake there now, so that's -2, and the end is 4, and the step is 1, and then when you press equals, right, you'll get the table. Now I don't know what I'm after doing there, so just I made a mistake typing it in, but you'll get it right, okay? So then you get your graph paper. So you get your graph paper, so your x's go from -2 over to 4, and your y's go from -5 is the lowest one, and 4 is your biggest one. So then you have -2, -5, which is across to -2 down to -5, -1, 0 is across, -1 up 0, 0, 3 is here, 1, 4 is here, 2, 3 is here, 3, 0 is here, and 4, -5. Okay, so I know I'm getting a sad face. Here we don't have 2 on a level, we just have 1, so I don't have to go a little bit below it. I'll just turn at that point there. There's my sad face. Okay, I said a little bit wobbly, again, that's my shaky hand, but it's better to have it wobbly than draw it with a ruler. Okay, so that's how you draw quadratic graphs. We'll learn how to answer the questions on them tomorrow. So I'm going to give you 3 of these to draw, please. So you do page 165, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, right.